Okay, so in this video we are going to be discussing my schematic design for the AlbBoi project. Um, yeah, and then we're also going to be going over the bill of materials as well. So for starters, I guess, oh, wait, there we go. For starters, we will look at what the different components are, and then I guess I'll talk about also the reasoning behind some of them. So what we have here is a JTAG connector, which is meant for programming the microcontroller. And this is just based off of a standard that you can find in the datasheet. It really depends on what you're connecting to this connector as to which signals are going to be connecting here. So that's what I had to do for that. And then over here we have a connection for it's for the screen that we are using. And these are all just outputs from the board that are going to the screen. And then over here we have the microcontroller itself. And then we have some switches, which are buttons actually. These are all buttons that are going to be used for different inputs. And then we have an LED that just tells the user when things are powered on and stuff. So overall, this is like a pretty good basic schematic, but there are definitely some issues here. So I would say the JTAG connector is fine, and so are the switches and the LED. But with the screen connections, I didn't do enough research into what some of these things need to be connected to, and as you can see here, let's see, did I connect all of these? Yeah, so some of these aren't even connected to anything, from what I can see. So we have like all the voltage or all the VDD as well as ground connections, but the clock MISO, like the what is it called? The serial interface connections aren't all connected over to here. So that's something that has to be changed, which I do need to work on. So overall, this is like a good basic schematic, but there's definitely a lot more research that needs to be done with the specific LED screen. And it was like a huge data sheet and a lot of different protocols and stuff to go over, so I didn't really get around to doing that during the semester. So that's something that I do need to get through and double check that this is exactly how the connector should be connected up and what connections I need to make and add for the actual microcontroller itself. So yeah, with that, I do want to shift over to the actual bill of materials just so you guys understand the different components that are going to be used from DigiKey. I'm pretty sure everything that I'm using in this project at this point is coming directly from DigiKey. So, and I'll actually have links to all of that stuff in my GitHub page. So I'll link my GitHub in the description of this video, and then you guys can take a look at the bill of materials, and I can show you guys the file path to see exactly what I'm looking at and talking about as well. Okay, so this is pretty much the list of materials that I have. So all the different tabs that I'll be going through are the different components, and then after that I'll show you guys exactly where you can find the bill of materials in case you want to take a look at yourself on my GitHub page. So yeah, what we have here is a programming device. So this is pretty much going to be used to program the different games and different code onto our microcontroller. So this is what the JTAG connection that I mentioned earlier, the smaller connector, was going to be used for. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Then we have the actual microcontroller itself. And then from there, we have the screen that I'm using. This one, it was just like, there were very few options from what I found with the screens. And I just thought this would work well enough. And I thought that, you know, if I learn how to use this, I could probably use it for different projects as well in the future. So long as I disconnect it and connect it to whatever new device that I'm working on. So yeah, that's kind of the reasoning behind this specific screen. It's a little bit bigger than I probably would have liked, but overall I'm happy with it. It'll work fine for our purposes here. The main thing is like there's a lot of documentation for this device that I need to still go through. And then the other things are, this is just for the JTAG connector. I needed to have some male pins connected, and then we have other male pins for the connector to the screen. And then we have the button selection that I'm using here. And then finally we have the status LED. So that's all the different components that we have. And I have them actually listed in a Excel sheet that I have posted. So this is going to be located in the AlbBoi project here. And so all you'll have to do is go into parts information, and it's the only document there. So yeah, pretty easy to get to, and I will link to this specific repo in the description of the video. And also, if you want to take a look, this is the actual Eagle project, and this is the Fusion 360 project. The Fusion 360 project as well. You can take a look a little bit ahead of time if you want to, before the other videos come out. But with the Eagle design, you'll see the schematic that I also went over in there, along with the PCB design, because both of them are in the same Eagle project. And then the last thing here that is of note is that I also have a screenshot section that just has images of the different aspects of the project. So here you can just see the original schematic in case you don't want to go into the specific project file. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys here today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next one, I will be discussing the PCB design that I've done so far. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys liked the video, if you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments below. Show your support. I really do appreciate that. And if you want to see more from me in the future, subscribe, as well as check out my channel to see what other content that I have available to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.